So you've built a wardrobe full of basics, but now you're finding that your outfits are a little boring. So how do we develop our personal style from here and add character to our outfits? Hi everyone and welcome back to the Mode Report YouTube channel, your report on all things fashion and lifestyle. In today's video, we are going to be talking about branching out from your basics collection and building your personal style and making your outfits feel a bit more you. Your basics are your blank canvas in your wardrobe. They're the long-lasting, versatile pieces that always ensure that you've got something to wear. However, it can also feel like quite a prescriptive checklist of things, like a white t-shirt, straight leg jeans, trench coat. And once you've invested quite a lot of money and time into building this wardrobe full of basics, it can then start to feel like your wardrobe maybe lacks a little bit of character and personal style because you've not got those more statement pieces or different ways of styling them to make them feel more like you. So hopefully this video will give you some tips for working on your personal style and adding some life into your wardrobe. So let's get into it. So stepping away from your actual wardrobe for a second, I want you to think about what kind of styles you're drawn to and what you love. For example, minimalism, edgy kind of fashion, bohemian, girly, feminine, I don't know. Is there something that you feel really drawn to? You also don't need to completely box yourself into one particular kind of genre. You might find that you like different elements of a few different kind of styles. You may also find that you are more drawn to just particular pieces like statement handbags, lots of jewelry, colourful shoes. Even if it isn't something that you currently own a lot of or a way that you currently dress, is there something that actually feels like your trademark? So once you've established what kind of styles you are drawn to, we can start to break it down even further and think about what it is that you love about them. Is it the more material side? Do you like the tailoring, how they're styled, the layering, the materials, colours, things like that? Or is it something more on a deeper level, the way that the look feels? Personal style, one of the great things about it is that it's a reflection of who you are as a person, the hobbies you like, the music you listen to, the films you like, places you want to travel, that kind of thing. And it doesn't have to be a very complex, introspective experience, but it is a reflection of who you are, and which is something you kind of need to figure out when it comes to personal style. For me, I love to travel. I love going to see different cities, different places, different people. And one of the things that I do when I travel is I love just kind of people watching. I feel very inspired by everyday street style, real styling, unpolished looks. And that is something that I always try and reflect in my own kind of styling. I like that off-duty, effortless feel. I don't like looking too put together, if that makes sense, but I do like to dress up. So a lot of the time I do wear more casual pieces. A lot of the time I wear things with jeans. I like statement jewelry, statement shoes, handbags, those things that make me feel dressed up, because I do still like to dress up. So a lot of the time I feel like I gravitate towards casual outfitting with maybe something more statement to dress up an outfit and to make it feel a little different. One of the things I also really want to start doing is when I visit somewhere on holiday is to buy jewelry from that country and have just something like quite unique to add to my jewelry collection, because that feels like that would be a real reflection of my personal style. It incorporates the travel and the jewelry, and I feel like that's a really good idea. So hopefully that's a useful example for you for how you can analyze your own personal style. So try and articulate this in the best way that you can. You'll also become more familiar with this the more you do it. So make notes, take screenshots, start a Pinterest board, and just collect as much inspiration as you can. So we're going to bring this back down to reality now and think about what we realistically wear. And This doesn't mean that you have to be bound by only practicality and, only have your work clothes in your wardrobe or whatever. There's just a compromise of thinking about what you would actually wear in your real life versus what pieces you really, really love, just so that you are getting the most out of your wardrobe and actually wearing your items and not wasting money. So think about how you spend your time. Do you go from the office to the gym, and actually during the week you are wearing a uniform or office wear and only active wear? Do you go from the office to a night out or something? Do you wear a lot of casual clothes in between, or do you only wear casual clothes in between? Maybe you have a dress sense that feels like you enjoy a lot of smarter dressing up kind of wear, but you don't have a need for it. Think about those kind of things, because once you hone in on what you actually spend your time wearing and what you feel comfortable in, is when you start to really discover your personal style and start dressing for that version of yourself. My example of this is that ever since the pandemic, I've worked from home. I have an office that I go into for my day job basically once a month, but my job is working from home. I also have quite a casual life on a weekend. I like going out for a coffee, out for lunch or whatever, or going out for a walk, and I'll occasionally go out on an evening for a meal, for drinks, whatever, but that makes up a very small percentage of how I spend my time. So basically, my need for smarter workwear or dressing up kind of outfits is very low. I have a very casual lifestyle. And I remember mid-pandemic when oversized blazers were a huge thing. Do you remember? I absolutely loved them, and I have a couple of blazers, and I had one in particular that I absolutely loved it. And on a weekend when we would go and just get a little takeaway coffee and just have a bit of a walk around, I always wanted to wear said oversized blazer. And I just remember feeling just a bit uncomfortable in it, because I was just wearing an oversized blazer to go and get a coffee and go for a walk. And you can wear whatever you want. It doesn't matter as long as you feel comfortable and confident in it. It doesn't matter. But I think of that example of really wanting that kind of fashion moment, but also just feeling like I was just way too dressed up and it not really fitting with my lifestyle. And these days I would absolutely just swap that out for just a nice kind of casual jacket of some description. I've got a wool brown cropped jacket. Well, it's not cropped, it's just kind of a short jacket that I've had for the autumn winter, and I absolutely love it, and that's my go-to. It gives me that fashion moment, but it's also quite casual, but it's versatile at the same time. It just made me realise that that wasn't something that was really fitting with my personal style, and it's examples like that that just help you figure out what you like and feel comfortable wearing. So based on everything that we've discussed so far, you now need to look at your own wardrobe and work out what you're dissatisfied with. And you might need to do a bit of a try on. You might need to do a full-on fashion show for this one. Put some outfits together, start styling things, and work out what is missing from the outfit. Is it actual particular pieces that you don't have? Is it certain ways of styling? These are the questions to ask yourself. Some examples might be that you're quite similar to me and maybe you like the basics and the simple outfits, but actually you found yourself really gravitating towards statement jewelry and you don't really have a lot of that. Maybe you like a layered necklace kind of look or big earrings, and that's not something that you currently have in your wardrobe. Or maybe it's just not something that you've been styling with outfits. Or do your outfits feel a bit one-dimensional and you want to experiment with some layering or contrasting of materials? Or is there something else that you can do with your outfits that make it feel a bit unexpected, like for example the wrong shoe theory, pairing different shoes with your outfits to make them feel a bit more unexpected and unique to your style. Try and figure these things out and make these little tweaks before buying something new, because then you can actually take the time to figure out what you're missing. And then once you've established that, then you can make the list, the shopping list list of things that you want to buy, which obviously is the best bit, but it's definitely worth doing all of this work beforehand so that you're not wasting money and impulse buying. So what you can do is make a list on your notes app, and it doesn't even have to be particular pieces. You might just find that you're missing jewellery. I know that's always my go-to, but it's actually one that I've got in my own head, so it's a good example to go to. But perhaps you're missing jewellery, or it's different shoes that you're requiring, something for going out, doing something nice but not too fancy. Maybe it's like a kitten heel or something. That would be the thing that's gonna pull a lot of your outfits together. But start thinking about these things, create a list, and then when you go shopping, you can obviously look for inspiration. You're going to see a lot of lovely things and probably want to impulse buy because that's just human nature, but the list is going to help keep you grounded. And once you've done all this work on figuring out your personal style, I do think that you will be less inclined to impulse buy, because I definitely find that having worked on my own personal style, when I go into a shop and I see something that I love but it doesn't fit with my own style and I don't think I'm going to wear it, I can admire it and think, oh, that's nice, like I'd love to buy that. But there's a thought process where you remember that actually, or you recognize that I'm probably not going to wear that, I'm probably not going to get the use out of that, so actually this isn't going to work in my wardrobe. So always have that list, always have a few kind of bullet points to think about before you buy something and whether it's going to work for you, because it will make the world of difference. I went off script during that last point, but hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, those are all of my tips for developing your personal style and adding some life back into your wardrobe. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope this video was helpful and useful. If it was, please do like this video, leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to see more videos like this, then let me know if you've got any suggestions, questions, anything like that, because there is potential I could turn this into like a bit of a mini series, maybe. We'll see what the reception's like. But yeah, and remember finally as well that personal style is a journey as well. So although this video probably is a lot of information that maybe doesn't resonate straight away, just keep coming back to it, write notes, think about things, take pictures, screenshots, start a Pinterest board, take sneaky pictures of people if you like their outfit in public, but maybe don't get their faces in it or post it, but you know what I mean. And yeah, you'll figure this stuff out because it does take a bit of time, but as I said, the more time you spend on it, the more you'll figure it out. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Thank you again for watching. Once again, I'm going off script and rambling, so this is my cue to go. I will see you in the next video. Bye!